Coming up, gator sense of feed is on the cards.
Bill, back.
It's Mother's Club time at the park.
He's a happy little
Just shaking his
He's
paws.
chugging it.
And time to milk our most dangerous.
Even a small bite from a snake like this, big trouble.
There's some pretty dangerous jobs out there. People put their lives on the line every day.
But I reckon we have a few jobs here at the Australian Reptile Park that would push for a place on the list of Australia's most dangerous jobs.
Every year without fail, there's a gator nest raid. Bear in mind, there's 40 fired-up alligators out in the lagoon at this time of year. And without doubt, every one of them would gladly sink their teeth into anyone who had an unfortunate slip.
Back up, Dino.
That's why nest raiding makes it onto my top 5 most dangerous jobs at the reptile park.
Go. Righto, boys.
Next up, entering the Cassowary enclosure. Now, ordinarily, these iconic birds will wander about minding their own business in the wild. Give them a wide berth and they won't bother you. But corner a cassowary, and that's something we occasionally have to do with captive animals. And you can soon have a problem on your hands.
Hey, stop. Hey. Stop. Hey, got it. Come on, you.
Needless to say, we don't go into the cassowary enclosure unless we really need to. Back at the Gator Lagoon for the next in my rundown on the reptile park's most dangerous jobs.
Hey Timmy, you on radio?
Go ahead, mate.
We got a problem. There's no park water.
Oh, that's not good. I'll have a look at the tank and pumps and I'll get back to you.
Too easy.
The park's gardens and some of the exhibit's water supply comes straight from the lagoon, which is spring-fed. We've got a pipe out there that feeds directly into these tanks with the help of a pump before the water disperses to where it's needed. Now, with 40 gators and a forest of trees overhanging the water, you can imagine there's a fair bit of waste build-up at the bottom of the lagoon.
Not good. Well, it's just as I thought. The pipe's blocked in the lagoon. This is one of those jobs that nobody wants to do. Tim to Bill.
Go ahead, mate.
Bill, you're right. We do have a problem. The pipe's blocked, mate. Get the boat ready. We're going on the lagoon.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
This time of year, the Gator Lagoon should be pretty quiet. The breeding season is over, the weather has cooled down, and the gators are fed to the gills. Should be easy, if a little mucky. Back home in the swamps and bayous of the southeastern United States, gators go dormant during the winter months, and that's exactly what they do here. But that's not for another month or so. Unlike Bill and I, these gators are built for life in the water. The tail works just like an oar on the backstroke. Its flattened sides provide excellent propulsion through the water. Now, you heard me mention 40 gators in the lagoon. Look around though, you can't see that many. Not yet anyhow.
Under. Where'd that gator go? Big boy coming, Bill. We don't really want him jumping in. Let's stay out of his way a little bit. Let's go this way. This way.
Alligators can spend up to 5 hours submerged without breathing. An extraordinary feat that allows them to rebuild energy, ready for their next hunt. When they're active, it's often only their eyes and snout that break the surface. Perfect for hunting down prey. These fearsome foes are getting feisty. I wasn't expecting this.
Get out of here, mate. Hey, there's the pipe. We got a gator sitting on it. Oh, what's that one behind you there? Just watch this big fella up here. Gator there, Bill. Go back, go back. Big fella. Bill, back, back, back.
Now he's out of the way, it's time to get the pipe on board. And let me tell you, this is not one of my favourite jobs. We've had gators swimming under us. We've had gators trying to grab the oars. Who knows whether there's one under us right now, ready to strike.
We've got the pipe halfway up. That was hairy. Gators everywhere and swarm. They think we're food. Bill promises me if I go in the drink, he'll get me out.
Okay, so whilst Bill steadies the ship, I'm going to hoist the pipe aboard.
Yes. Jeez, is that stuck or that heavy? No, I'm all right now. We got it. Oh, maybe I do. Yep, 2-manner.
The trouble is, with Bill giving me a hand, we're not what you'd call well balanced.
Whoa! 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's good. Hold there. Right. That thick sludge is our problem. This cage, when in the water, goes down over the foot valve here. But every now and then the mud builds up and it stops working. At least we know how to fix it. We've got a big male just out the back here. Googly Eyes is his name. And this corner is his territory. And he's letting us know about it. He's slapping his jaws, all puffed up, sitting proud on the water. We're almost done.
Googly Eyes isn't the only gator we need to keep an eye on. Any one of this lot could be weighing us up and getting ready to attack. So we're on alert at all times. They might have a brain the size of the top of my thumb, but that doesn't mean they're silly. Especially when they only have one thing on their mind. If it moves, it's potential prey. And it's not beyond one of them to be lurking right below us, ready to take a hand and drag us into the lagoon.
1, 2, 3. Let's put it in without us going in too. 1, 2. You got the rock. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Job done. That was hairy. Hopefully we don't have to do that again for another year. Let's get out of here.
If I mentioned a 500 kilo, 5 metre, supreme hunter with a bad attitude, you'll know instantly that I'm talking about Elvis, Australia's crankiest croc. Attending to any job in his yard comes with its risks. Just ask Billy, who while mowing the lawn had the mower ripped right from his hands.
He's looking at you.
But when something happens that requires one of us to enter his pool, well, it sends the danger factor into the stratosphere. Take, for instance, the time when Elvis's pool sprung a leak. Only thing for it was to don my diving mask and take a leap of faith. When I say it's a leap of faith, I couldn't have said a truer word. In situations like this, my life is in the hands of my staff. And I tell you what, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Guys, he's on the move a bit.
I'd get out of there, mate.
Did you get it all done or what? Yeah, it looks good. There was just a bit of a crack along that seal.
Last, but most definitely not least, is for my money, the most dangerous job in Australia, possibly even the world.
This job is one that we do every week, but it never gets any easier. In fact, it gets scarier. Inside here is Australia's largest venomous snake, and this room is a part of the venom production unit. We extract venom from snakes to be sent off and made into life-saving anti-venom. Sounds easy, right? It's not. Here he comes. He's longer than me, almost by double. That's a 3-metre mulga snake, or king brown. Now, the trick is to get him onto that pad. Pin him with this pinner, grab him and extract the venom. And here he goes. It's a 2-man job. Come on, Brutus. Okay, he's up. You right? Good, Bill?
Yep.
Okay. There we go. A head as big as my fist. Now, that's the terrifying part, actually grabbing him. You don't know if he's going to turn around, give you a nip, he might slip. Even a small bite from a snake like this, big trouble. Now this is a big venom vial. It's got a plastic sheath on top. Now the snake needs to bite onto this and that'll stimulate the flow of venom. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, Brutus. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there we go. Look at that. 2 fangs, both 1/2 centimetre long, and just venom. Drip, 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 drip. Enough in there to kill Bill and I a few times over. That's a good milking. And the thing about king browns is that their venom isn't that strong. They don't even rank in the top 10. But what they lack in toxicity, they make up for in size, in volume. I wouldn't want that amount of venom in me. Now that's stage 2. So we've restrained the snake, we've got him onto the vial. Now most snakes just let go and you can release. Piece of cake. But Brutus here, in particular, won't let go. We have to walk to his cage, put him back in. He decides when he lets go of the vial, and then we'll retrieve it. Come on, mate. You right? We'll walk him back in. Billy will open up the cage. Just before he goes away, have a look at the size of this thing. This is a venomous snake, mainly a snake eater in the wild. Look at that. No wonder they call him the king. Tail first. You don't want to let the head go and have a whole heap of body hanging out. Okay, he's off. He's just let go of the vial. So we've restrained Brutus, milked Brutus, released Brutus. Now we've just got to get that vial out. It's liquid gold. Okay.
Yeah, he's just coming around the back now, so be real quick.
Now?
Yeah, go.
Step 4 complete. 1 vial, king brown venom. That's going to go a long way to saving someone's life. Another day in the office, hey? Would you mind looking after little Russell?
It's not all snarling teeth and venomous fangs at the park. So maybe it's time I help reduce your heart rate with a big bundle of cuteness.
I love you too, mate. Hold on, not long now.
Taking care of orphans is just part of the job for me at the park.
You ready for another Mothers Club meeting? Here's your bottle.
Cheers.
How's he going?
Yeah, he's good, eh? He's still real sooky, right?
Yeah?
My senior park keeper Bill has also got his hands full. So we've started a daily mothers club after becoming full-time carers to these 2 joeys. Caring for orphaned animals, and in this case, marsupials, kangaroos, 24-hour job. It doesn't stop. 6 feeds a day. In between, then you've got a toilet, clean up after. They're awake through the night. But a big part of that is giving them their bottles, their nourishment. You ready for some milk? There you go. He's a happy little roo. By the time you get round to having kids, Bill, you'll be spent.
I'll be well experienced, that's for sure.
Is that his belly?
Yeah. He's shaking his
He's
paws.
chugging it. 9-month-old Reggie and 6-month-old Russell both lost their mums in horrific circumstances. Without round-the-clock care, these little Joeys would have no chance at survival. You've done a good job, mate, because he was a tough gig. Orphaned at such an old age, you used to getting him much smaller. I can't believe you've turned him around to be your mate.
Yeah, he's the best, mate. Aren't you, mate?
In the wild, Joeys rely on milk from their mother for at least 12 months. Bill and I will need to keep feeding these little ones until they're old enough to fend for themselves. That's it. That's it. It's all gone. There's no more. You want to come for a hop with Reggie? I know you're not going to like that, but it's time. Yeah. You're a good little fella. Come on, let's go for a hop. Red kangaroos are social. The way that we need to develop their skills, and even makes their body physically stronger, is to get them out into our park area.
You ready?
Go, mate. There are other kangaroos that are adults, there are hazards, and there's, of course, people. But all of that teaches them and develops them to be independent roos. Do you want to have a pat? There you go. Yep. Do you know what sort of animal he is?
Kangaroo.
Yep. Then do you know what sort of kangaroo? I'll give you a hint. See the colour there behind his ear? What is it?
Desert kangaroo.
A desert kangaroo or a red kangaroo, that's right. It's a big day for Russell as it's his first time being surrounded by a crowd. All right, ready? Now you have to say, go Russell! Go on! The thing is, it's an important step for the little Joey to gain his independence. As in little ambassadors, and we... He's cheeky. There's kids everywhere, and Russell's actually startling them. Not the other way, but he's getting used to the whole thing, and he's having a ball. You got him. Over the last few months, I've seen these roos develop into their own little personalities. Now, they're good with people because they think we're their mums. But the reality is that's the detachment they're not good with. They never want to be away from us. But today, you start to see a picture that they're happy to go out and off a little bit. And that will begin to extend over the coming months until they're independent. The budding little ambassadors are a big hit with park visitors. But now it's time for their all-important daily weigh-in. Come on, mate. This way. I'm not coming back to pick you up. Come on, pal. That's a boy. Let's go. Let's go. Righto. I'll take notes. You want to weigh?
Oh, wait, just want to grab that diary.
Let's do Reggie first. All right. Joey's at Russell and Reggie's age are still totally dependent on mum. This is a full-on job. The only thing that gets more full-on is 2 Joeys at once. 6.7.
Yeah, awesome. That's 100 grams up, eh?
Yeah, that's great. All right, so 6.7 plus 100, you say?
Yeah.
Any discharge? What we do is take a weight, which is a really easy observation on general health. Do they put on weight or lose weight? And as well as that, we check for simple things like any signs of discharge, hydration, and just the general well-being of the Joeys. Ears are great. Eyes are good. I'm sorry, Reg, don't get cranky, buddy. Okay, so that's good. You want to just check his hydration, Bill?
Yeah, we're good.
Good as gold?
Yeah.
My favourite question of the day. How was he last night?
Do you want a short answer or a long answer?
Short answer for now.
Well, he had a party all night long, so he's very worn out.
Yeah, so he's happy.
He's happy.
I'll put Reggie happy, Billy not so happy. Bill and I love Reggie and Russell equally, but I do give him a bit of a hard time because Reggie was a bit older when he was orphaned. Now, that means he's a bit of a handful. He gives Bill a bit of stick. By stick, keeps him up all night, sometimes won't take his bottle, put him on the ground, he takes off. Russell is an angel. We got 5.2. He's up 50. Just, that's not bad.
Yeah, nice.
It's all the milk he's getting, mate. He won't touch the solids. No surprises, the Joeys look great. Clean bill of health in all areas. You need to start on the solids, mate. Ears good, eyes good. I'll just check hydration while we're there. Forward, buddy. With both Joeys given a clean bill of health, it's now home time. Russell comes with me and Reggie with Bill. Like I said, this is round-the-clock care.
Come on, Reg. That's it. Hold up, buddy. You better grab him, mate. Gee, you've got him well trained, Bill.
Good boy, Russ.
Hello, boys.
My boys are always excited when I get home. But I reckon that excitement is more for whom I'm bringing home than for me.
Come on. Hey, baby, how are you?
How are you?
Good.
Hello.
Come on. Hey, watch out for the little fella. Come on. What do you want to do? Let him have a hop? Come on.
Anything that you can possibly think of Australian animals, we've had it at home. Feather-tailed gliders, sugar gliders, koalas, kangaroos, wombats, Tassie devils and birds, anything Australian, it's been here.
Whoa! Here he comes!
Hello!
Come here, Russ.
He'll bite you.
The boys are always a bit scary in the afternoons for him. He's had a nice quiet day. Come on, who wants to come and give his belly a tickle, please? You know, I never forget how lucky I am to be able to bring my kids up with wildlife. Being around it teaches them compassion, empathy, understanding, and they're better for it. Russell! Oh, Mama, we might need a towel. The trouble is with our house guests, they don't always set the best example for the boys.
He did a wee on the bench.
Oh, no. Oh, Russell.
Still raining.
Well, we may as well let him finish now, hey?
Oh yes, there's always a constant mess when the boys are around, especially with the animals that Tim brings home. He doesn't like to clean up after them at all. So that's my job.
Close your eyes. I love you. Close your eyes.
Love you too, Moochie Poochie.
Okay, we'll leave Russell on the door. Russell will be with us for at least the next few months, but then he'll stay at work and we get a bit of relief. Here we go. Night, boys.
Night, Russell.
When he goes, I think the boys will miss him a lot. What I won't miss is the round-the-clock feeds. Love you, boys. I bet he'll be up through the middle of the night, but whether he is or he isn't doesn't matter, because tomorrow, back into it again.